Welcome to a tale of terror that will haunt your dreams. Tonight, we take you deep into the decaying halls of an abandoned hospital, one with a sinister past. What was once a place of healing has become a prison of restless spirits, where the screams of the forgotten still echo through the corridors. Some say those who enter never return the same, if they return at all. So turn off the lights, brace yourself, and enter. The Haunted Hospital, a nightmare that never ends. We have launched a new ebook named Whispers in the Dark, 110 Tales of Terror. In this ebook, you will find 110 short, spine-chilling horror stories. The book link is given in the description box. Go and check it out. The night was still, a thick fog rolling in over the empty parking lot of the abandoned Blackwood Asylum. Its broken windows resembled hollow eyes staring at the few brave or foolish souls standing at the rusted entrance. All right, guys, we go in, take some pictures, record a little, and get out. No messing around, Daniel said, adjusting the camera strapped to his chest. Emma rolled her eyes. Yeah. We've all seen enough horror movies to know the rules. Liam, the skeptical one, scoffed. This place is just a crumbling building. No ghosts, no demons, just urban legends. Rachel, however, shivered. Still, the stories, they say people who enter never come out the same. Ignoring her, Daniel pushed open the heavy creaking doors. The stench of mold and decay filled the air as they stepped inside. The flashlight beams danced along the filthy walls, revealing eerie graffiti. "Leave while you can." "Well, that's inviting," Emma muttered. They moved deeper inside, their footsteps echoing through the vast, rotting corridors. Old hospital beds were overturned, rusting medical tools lay scattered, and the walls were covered in faded bloodstains. Then, the first sign of something wrong happened. A whisper, faint, indistinct. "Did you hear that?" Rachel gasped, gripping Liam's arm. Liam laughed nervously. "Just the wind." A loud clang echoed down the hall, making them all jump. The sound came from an old operating room at the end of the corridor. "We have to check." "It out," Daniel whispered, his camera still rolling. The room was cold, unnaturally so. A rusted operating table stood in the center, surrounded by old surgical equipment. But what caught their attention was the bloodied restraints still tied to the table. "What the hell happened here?" Emma breathed. Then the lights flickered, despite the hospital having no electricity, and they saw it. A figure in a doctor's coat standing in the corner. Its face was obscured by shadows, but its eyes, oh God, its eyes, were hollow, sunken pits of darkness. It raised a scalpel. The door behind them slammed shut. A guttural voice growled. "You shouldn't have come," Rachel screamed as the entity lunged. Daniel yanked at the door handle, but it wouldn't budge. The lights went out completely, plunging them into darkness. Then, the screams began. One by one, they were separated. Emma ran down the hall, her breath coming in ragged gasps. The walls seemed to breathe around her, shifting, warping. She turned a corner, only to come face to face with a row of hospital beds, each occupied by rotting, moaning corpses. Hands shot out, grabbing her, pulling her into the darkness. Rachel found herself in the pediatric ward, but instead of abandoned cribs, she saw children, dozens of them, their eyes black voids, their faces twisted in eternal agony. They whispered, in unison, "Stay with us, play with us, forever." Daniel ran, hearing the footsteps behind him. He turned a corner and slammed straight into a nurse. Her skin gray, her mouth a gaping hole filled with writhing, inhuman teeth. Liam? He was the lucky one. He found the exit. He ran out into the cold night air, not daring to look back. But the silence behind him was too loud, and then he saw his reflection in a broken hospital window. His friend stood behind him, staring with dead, hollow eyes. He was the only one who left, but the hospital never really let them go. Some places are never meant to be disturbed, and some nightmares never truly end. The Blackwood Asylum still stands, its doors forever open for those foolish enough to enter. But tell me, if you walked in, would you make it out? Or would the hospital claim you as its own? If you enjoyed this terrifying tale, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more chilling stories. And remember, sometimes the scariest things aren't just stories, they're real. Sleep well, if you can.